Hi, it's John at Brotherton Accountants in Redditch. Today I'm just going to do a very short video on just how to record mileage within Kashflow, which is one of the main accounting packages we're using within our Accounts.com platform. We've had quite a few directors that have asked us the question, how do I record my business mileage? We've got a great solution for this. Nice and simple. Once you've got it set up, there's a couple of things we need to do to just get it set up, and then once it's set up, it's just recurring entries. You can fill it in once a month or once a week or whenever you want to. You'll have a rolling total of what you're owed as a director that you can take out, and as you're going along, you're posting your mileage, your business mileage, to your P&L, so it's all automatically all being done for you. So nice little simple solution. So if we go straight into it, the first couple of steps are things that you just got to do the once. So if we go to suppliers, within suppliers, what we want to do is create a new supplier. So say I was setting one up for my business mileage, I'd say set myself up as a supplier. Perhaps I might call it John Mileage, and then that's going to create within your supplier list John Mileage. So you are now potentially a creditor within the business as soon as you post something against that. So you then go to your purchases, and then up here you've got purchase codes. So this is supplier purchases. So click into your purchase code. So again, this is something you've only got to do once, just to configure the system. So what you want to do is create a nominal code within the nominal structure of the cash flow, which is business mileage. So what I would suggest that you do is go down and have a look at similar sort of expenditures and put it within the nominal code structure next to those other codes. So down here we've got travel subsistence, and then there's an available code there. Look, as 26603 would be the next available one. We can call that business mileage. So if we go down here, 26603, and we can just call that business mileage. Add a code. So within the list now, we've got business mileage. Okay, so once you've done that, you've only got to do that once. Then we would be clicking into that nominal. We can change that to NA. So this is where you would just configure that nominal. Now a lot of people would sort of start setting this part up here, but for mileage, what I would suggest that you do is create two products. So one at the approved, so within the approved rates that are laid down by HMRC. So we've got a 45p rate up to 10,000 miles and a 25p rate after you've done 10,000 miles within a 12-month period. So what we would be doing, if we update that, if we click back into it, we're not going to mess with this. All I've done is change that to NA for the VAT rate there, but we're going to do it down here. So if we add a product, so what we're saying here is we've got business mileage as our main nominal, and then what we're going to do is set up business mileage at 45p up to 10,000 miles. So if we set that up, just copy that and then update that. Now we've got that set up as a business mileage at 45p up to 10,000 miles. So you can click into that at any point. So let's just go back to where we are with that. So we're in purchases, purchase codes, 26603, which is the purchase code that we've set up, which is effectively the nominal code. And then within that, we've now got one product. So if we can click on there, this is where it is now. We can click on that at any point and change the settings. So if we click on this part here, this allows us to add the rating. So that rate we want to put as NA, so not applicable. And then we've got a rate of 0.45, so 45p. And then we're going to copy that across. So business mileage at 45p up to 10,000 miles. So this is what we're effectively saying. We're going to pre-fill that product against whenever we raise a purchase invoice, and we can make that the default product for this sales code. So for that code. So if we update that, there now we've updated all those settings within the system. So this will make sense as we just run a few supplier invoices. So what I want to do now is go in and add another product, and we might say, let's just paste it across at 25p. So we're saying it's still going against this nominal code, business mileage, but we're creating a product which is business mileage at 25p, and if we change that to over 10,000 miles, we don't want to make it the default for the postings. We can pre-fill the rate, so we change that to NA. Price is 0.25, so 25p, and then if we copy and paste that into there, that's now we've got two products. So if we go back into purchases and then go up to our purchase codes, we can see now that the nominal that we've set up 26603 has got two products associated with against the business mileage, and they're both there. Like I say, we can click into these at any point in time and amend them. So if, for instance, if HMRC amended the rates, we could go in and change the rates. So once we've got that set up, we're good to go. So we can now sort of record our mileage and keep a track of everything. So we get to the end of May, and I've got 2,000 business miles that I've done within May 18. What I could do is I'd go to suppliers. I now want to record it on the system. So if we go to purchases, create a new purchase, we go and pick the supplier. Now I'm already in there as a supplier now. We can add a line. Now it's not materials purchase, it's going to be business mileage, which is the code that we've set up. So that's the nominal code. It's pre-populating now with the one that we asked it to be the nominal. We can overwrite that if we want to, that we've asked it to be the default rather. So we can, like I say, we can change it if we want to, but we'll leave that at 45p. We may say, right, in May I've done 2,000 business miles. We put the quantity in there, and then what I would be tempted to say is to put that there, 18. So we've got business mileage at 45p up to 10,000 miles, May 18, 45p, 2,000 business miles, so it's £900. So we save that. That's gone through now. So if we go into our purchases, we can see now we've got that raised against that. If we go into our suppliers, if we click on there, we can now see that we've got an invoice that we've raised to business mileage at 45p a mile. So we can click on there and see the invoice. We can click on there and see within transactions within the supplier job mileage that I'm owed £900 for the mileage that I've done in May. Now I may say, well, I'm going to pay myself £500 of that, so we could add a payment here and say I'm going to pay myself £500 of that. It's coming out of bank account 1. We'll just leave that as check. It may be we can add a note in there, part payment for May mileage. You don't have to do that, but if we do that, save. So we can click on there now, and we can see there now that that'll be posted as a bank payment now out of Brotherton 1 bank account, and it's coming to me or against that invoice. So we can now go back into suppliers, go into John mileage. We can see that the total billed was 900. This is the amount that's been paid, and that's the amount that you're still owed on your mileage. So if we go back into purchases, we get to the end of June, we create a new business mileage purchase invoice. So we go and pick me, add a line, click on business mileage nominal, still at 45p. We can say, well, I've done 1,850 miles this month. We might add it in there, June 18. I'm now owed another 832.50, and this will be, as soon as we save that, that's posted now against the nominal for business mileage. And if we go back into our suppliers, we can update that. Click on the mileage there on John mileage supplier. We can see now that total billed is this, total amount's been paid, and this is the rolling figure that you're owed. Now it may be that you go, well, I want to take another £1,000 out, so we could click on there. Now we're owed £400 there, so from there, so we might clear that and say, right, we've had £400 there, and then we're going to take another £600 of that out. So if we've say had £1,000 out, save there, what we're going to be doing then is clicking into suppliers, just update that. That refreshes everything, so you don't have to wait for the system, it just automatically refreshes everything. We've now got business mileage. We can now see here, that's the amount that's been billed for May and June. We've got total paid 1,500, so the first 500 that was paid, and then we've paid ourselves £1,000 that we split between the two payments. So this one now is still part paid. So we've still got, if we click onto that, we can see that there's been a check or a payment allocated of 600 against that. If we suddenly want to take the rest of it out, we're still owed £232.50. You can save that there. That's fully paid now. So within our supplier list, like any other supplier, we can go to purchases, and we can see that the two mileages have been completely paid now. And if we go to suppliers, going to John mileage, we can say May and June we've billed that, we've been paid that, and we're now due that. So it is a really great way of showing what you're owed at any point in time, and making sure that you record it as you go along, so we're netting it off against your profit and loss account as we're going along as well. So perfect solution really. If you go to reports, just as one final thing, there's a lot of reports in here which are quite really useful, so it's a good idea to sort of have a play around with these. Now within here there's expenditure by purchase code, so we can click on there, and that just runs us through a quick pie account of what we've brought. So just as a quick overview, we can see there that the materials purchased is that 41,435. So other postings that we've done, not in this video. We've got fuel of that, insurance, and then this is the business mileage that we've recorded. We can download CSVs of these as well, so that's really useful. So that brings up an Excel spreadsheet where we can see, and we can set the dates for this, so we can run this per month to see what our expenditure is each month. So it's just one of the quick reports that we can run. Like I say, if you set your dates accordingly, it will run it for a specific period of time. So that's pretty much it. That's the way to sort of configure your system to manage your mileage, and we're finding that that's really helping people, to do it like that, because they're having a visual as they go along exactly what they're owed. Okay, any queries, any questions, just call the office. It's John at Brotherton's in Redditch, and the telephone number is 01527 68235. Okay, thanks very much. Thank you, bye.